Getting very drunk is way more fun than being very drunk.
Meat consumed as comfort food is also an emotional support animal.
In the span of half a century, we went from cars that have neither have cassette players nor CD players, to cars that have cassette players, to cars that have CD players, and then back to cars that have neither.
It's not fair that bears simultaneously look so cute, fuzzy, and cuddly and will also tear you to shreds.
Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you serotonin.
The more people talk about the Powerball drawing at your work, the more likely you're all underpaid and overworked.
We aren't willing to pay $2 extra in taxes for important things, but will happily pay $2 for a chance to win a $1.9 billion lottery.
The amount of spam bots interacting and replying with other spam bots is probably ridiculously high.
There's a whole industry dedicated to us wiping our butts.
Gravity is what distinguishes walls, floors, and ceilings.
The smell of every dumpster is consistently the same.
The odds of you dying tomorrow increase each day you live.
People who complain about chemtrails don't seem to care about exhaust from cars.
The sun might be the polar star of another planet's civilization.
Audiobooks are the inverse of subtitles.
Prius have probably heard crimes that ended up never being reported. Every other person in our society is encouraged to report crimes.
Some random stranger has a really cool photo of you that you will never see.
Mirrors don't break, they multiply into smaller mirrors.
It's much easier to tell if someone likes you when you don't like them back.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. A sentient light bulb in a windowless room wouldn't know that shadows exist.
A necromancer is a healer that's always late.
Your boring job is probably the dream job of someone.
Thor wields a hammer and controls lightning, making him both a carpenter and an electrician.
Pavloved all of us into thinking about him whenever we hear someone talking about dogs and bells.
A stone exists somewhere that will be used as your gravestone.
One of the advantages of being tall is that you can easily fold large blankets.
When you smell your own fart, you're basically putting it back inside.
Star Trek is futuristic sci-fi, but Star Wars is historical sci-fi.
Being kissed while asleep is one of the purest forms of love, unless you're in prison.
Most kids born in the last 10 years will live to see 2100, however most of us needs to be older than Queen Elizabeth to come remotely close.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Dad Jokes. It'll make you laugh and groan. Just search for Daily Dad Jokes in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.